We're working today, so we'll have to wait for another race.
Do you feel that doing all the NFL focus, it made you more relaxed with hurdles, or?
You know what? I think it kind of made me more relaxed and kind of focused me up in terms of when I'm doing so much, like football and track, trying to balance it both. I needed to be really cautious about my recovery, my sleep, my diet, everything like that. So, it had me locked in a little bit more, which obviously is working out.
What specifically had you feeling you were going to break the world record today?
I've been feeling it for about like 6 weeks. Just some heavy legs because I was, in Philly back and forth doing OTAs and trying to, 4 days of football, Monday through Thursday, and then my off days were on the track, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I didn't really have any rest. I got COVID 14 days ago, and so I took like 10 days off to recover from that, and so I have fresh legs. That's pretty much all that matters. My coach was like, hey, I think you're going to be fine. Just relax.
So tired and COVID equals you're in shape to break
Well,
the
no,
world
I
record?
think, I think the COVID obviously is not good because your body is like trying to recover, but it was good for me to get off my feet for, 7 to 10 days and not do anything. I just took a whole week, 7 days, did nothing, right? And so it worked out. So my legs are fresh. I feel good. Now I can start training and get ready for USA.
Was there anything in the race that you thought you could have done better with how you ran incredible?
No, you can always be a little bit better. Obviously, Grant is probably the best starter in the world. So if he could do it, I think I can. So my goal is to get better at the start. And then, obviously I'm known for my close. Most every race I've won, I've done that. And so, just clean up a few things, right? 400s, 500ths of a second is, 5,000ths per hurdle, which is so small, right? So, and that's the thing. It's like I knew it's been there. My coach has known that too. Just got to do it in a race. I ran 13:11 the first week of April, and then ran 13:11 at Penn Relays. After a week of OTAs, Monday through Friday. So, I knew it was there. Just got to do it.
Did you see Trey Cunningham's 13-0 that he ran at NCAAs yesterday, and did that kind of make you want to, reclaim the world lead?
I did, and Trey's a good friend of mine, and he's a great hurdler. Obviously, it's always a changing of the guard in this event. When I was 19, I was the young kid coming up with the ranks, but now Trey's doing it, and it's really inspiring. I'm sure it makes us work harder, right? Like, because we don't want no college kid running faster than us because we do this for a living. But, it's always good. He's going to do well for the sport, and when I retire, he's going to be still competing, and our event in the U.S. is in good hands.
Because you're doing two-way, the hoop balls in hurdle, do you think you're training smarter in the track?
For sure. I think in general, I'm just training smarter in terms of staying healthy. I think number one thing in this period of my life is being healthy. It doesn't matter how fast you are, how good at football you are, if you can't show up and compete. So my coach, Jamie Cook, has really taken that approach this year and been like, hey, how do you feel? You feel great, let's train. If you don't feel good, let's take it down.
And after the Tokyo, you were really close to the medal, and then you didn't. How hungry for the medal?
I mean, obviously I wanted to medal there, but 9 months after a major surgery, I was pretty happy to be at the Olympics. So, it's just one of those things, and that's why track and field is so hard. Is it's not always the fastest guy that wins it. It's the guys that stay the healthiest, guys that put a lot of training blocks together. You see that a lot in the sprints. Usain Bolt was so dominant. One, he was the fastest. He was always healthy coming into major champs.
And the world champ is going to be in your home soil.
Yeah.
And then, what's your excitement?
I'm super excited. I love Eugene. Already planning where I'm going to go eat for lunch. Got reservations all around the city. Making sure I, see the people I want to see while I'm in town.
Is the football routine going to ramp up though as you get coach worlds in terms of your training?
Yeah, so I've been doing a couple weeks on a couple days a week on my own, anyways. I think the biggest thing for me, football-wise, is I'm plenty fast enough and strong enough as an athlete. I just got to start doing football stuff, right? Running routes, catching footballs, and I've been doing that on my off day. My coach actually loves it. He was a quarterback in high school, and so he loves throwing the ball around and having me run routes and stuff. So I think it's a tool I'm using as well. Like, training hard on the track 3 days a week and then running routes 2 days a week and then taking off 2 days a week. I'm kind of always doing something, and staying fresh.
Are you going to take any time off football activities ahead of the season?
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to ramp it down for sure. I mean, it doesn't make a lot of sense. If I'm going to be here running, I may as well do it. I don't want to have to do it, and then July 17th happens, I'm upset, and I'm like, I should have just focused on football. Right? I should have just been doing that. So vice versa, right? I don't want to not do a little bit of football and then show up to training camp and be like, oh, I'm out of it. So I think I'll be fine. I'm excited. Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Hey, Devin, can I